This is the lecture for Derek Parfit's comments. We're only reading the response to Susan Wolf. And I'm going to mention some stuff that he mentions in the comments that are references to his book, which we didn't read, of course, just to explain what they are. Hopefully you can understand them even without this lecture, but you won't have to because you have this lecture too. So first, future Tuesday indifference. So Parfit on the first page mentions it would be irrational, for example, not to care about future Tuesdays. If something will happen on a Tuesday, this is no reason for caring about it less. Uh, and so what he's referring to is something that in his book he calls the attitude of future Tuesday indifference. And future Tuesday indifference is just not caring about future Tuesdays. So if something will happen on a Tuesday, you don't care about it. So if you have future Tuesday indifference and someone says, look, either you can get hit on the head with a cricket bat next Tuesday, or you can be lightly poked in the nose with a finger next Wednesday, you'll say, oh, I'd prefer to get hit by the cricket bat on Tuesday because I don't care what happens on Tuesdays, but I do care what happens on Wednesdays, and I don't want to get poked in the nose on Wednesday. So that is what you're like if you have future Tuesday indifference. He doesn't use the phrase future Tuesday indifference in this paper, but it helps to know that he has talked about this possibility before and given it this label, which we can use too, because it comes up a little bit in this paper, like in this paragraph. Second, in the next paragraph, he says, consider next our bias towards the future. The fact that when we think about our lives, looking forward affects us more than looking backward. If we lacked this bias, we would be more like Timeless, my imagined temporally neutral man. Who is Timeless? Well, we have a bias towards the future. When we think about our lives, looking forward affects us more than looking backward. So if you have a choice between something bad having happened to you 5 days ago or something bad happening to you in 5 days, so if I can say, look, either it turns out you were hit with a cricket bat 5 days ago, but you forgot about it, or you can get hit by a cricket bat in 5 days, 5 days from now. Which do you choose? You would probably pick, oh, I want it to have happened 5 days ago. Like, you know, otherwise it's coming up in the future and that's going to hurt when it happens. I wish it had already happened. So you have a bias towards the future, and basically every human being does. This guy named Timeless is just somebody who does not have a bias towards the future. So if you ask Timeless, would you prefer to get hit by a cricket bat, to have been hit by a cricket bat last Tuesday, or get hit by a cricket bat next Tuesday? Timeless would say, either is just as bad. I mean, I don't want to get hit by a cricket bat, but getting hit last week is just as bad as getting hit next week, so whatever. If it will hurt slightly less next week than it happened to hurt last week, I'd prefer it to happen in the future. So that's what Timeless is like. Timeless doesn't care about when things happen. Timeless just wants the best things to happen in their life, no matter when, even if they were in the past. And then later, I mean, it doesn't matter what page, but later Parfit talks about this thing called the branch line case. And so what is the branch line case? Well, the easiest way to understand it is to compare it to sort of the typical imagined teleportation scenario. So if you watch a television show like Star Trek or a movie or something where they're teleporting, usually what happens is the teleporter, you step into it and you go poof, and then like instantaneously or like a moment later, you reappear at another destination. So poof, and then reappear. That's the typical transporter case. The branch line case is a little different. You step into the transporter and then you reappear somewhere else, but the original sticks around for like a day or two. So, you know, you can have a conversation, something like that, but then eventually the original dies because, I don't know, the teleporter blows them up later, or they have like some sort of incurable illness or something, whatever. So the branch line case is like the typical teletransportation case, except the person who steps into the transporter is not instantly annihilated, they're annihilated later on. And so for a while, there were two people walking around. So that's what Parfit means by branch line case. I guess this is on page 834. So that's what he's referring to when that comes up.